Hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm out here at another little nature spot, enjoying the fresh air, enjoying the cool breeze. I hope all is well with everyone. Look at this beautiful scenery, y'all. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, y'all, I wish y'all was here because the air is unbelievably fresh out here. I am so thankful for fresh air. There's a handful of people out here enjoying this fresh air. And I don't mind sharing nature with people. You know, I like to come out here and chill. Some people bring their beers out here. Some people bring their tea. Some people bring their, children. There's a man over there teaching his children how to fish. It's an elderly couple off in the distance over there. Just sitting in, got some lawn chairs. So I guess y'all wondering what I'm gonna talk about today. Yes, I'm here with another video. I got some more people coming out here to fish. But anyway, I bet y'all wondering what I'm gonna talk about today. Well, I just want to post another video. I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm well. I'm doing good. I feel good. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I feel good. I'm thankful that, I am connected to Source, my higher self and my source self. And this is where you find, out here in nature, is where you find high vibrations. Beautiful nature. And I love it out here. I can't get enough of it. You know, while some people are going to the club and the bars after work. And I'm not knocking that, I'm not judging them. But my thing is, I like to come out here in nature. Yes, somebody on a speedboat out there. So I want to talk to y'all today about waking up. And more or less not about you waking up, but about other people. And so I thought about this for a while. And a question popped in my head as I was thinking about the awakening process, what that is, what it's about. And I thought about this. Should we continue to try to wake these people up? Should we allow them to just, we just step back and just allow people to find their way? Or maybe we just speak our truth and just leave it at that. I think a lot of people that are awakened find themselves a little frustrated, a little, maybe even angry that so many people have this almost stubbornness about their spirituality. They don't want to wake up. And I don't know if it's because they don't want to wake up or because they're under some sort of hypnotic trance, or if they're just too focused on the outward. And I've noticed people that are focused on the outward are the ones that are the most easiest to control. People that are focused on the outward are the ones that are most easiest to deceive. People that are focused on the outward are the most easiest to program. And a lot of people are programmed, deceived, and asleep because they're focused on the outward. And you see, the outward is just the reflection of the inward. You see this right here, all this nature? People who have a strong desire to come out in nature is because of who they are on the inside. People have desire to go to bars, to sit around and watch a football game or a basketball game. People that like to go to nightclubs or hang around on a corner, not really doing nothing. Like I said, I'm not judging them, but that's their inward. You see, where people like to go is a reflection of their inward. If people like to go to places that are what I call low vibrational places, where a lot of times fights break out, people get drunk, people are not, are trying to escape the mundane stresses of life. And, people use sports, people use drinking, people use, all kinds of things. But then sometimes a person reaches a point where even that has run its course in a person's life, and they still haven't found any happiness, and they still haven't found any joy. They still haven't found anything that's lasting in their life. And so maybe this is what it takes to wake people up, is to just leave people alone. And this may be the time now, with all these changes going on, with all of the frequency split. That you got the lower frequency people that are in fear and that are focused on the outside. They only get their information from the mainstream media, and that's all they look to is the mainstream media for their information. You have people that are focusing on sports and and things like that. The escapes of life. And so I lost my train of thought there for a minute. I'm gonna go up to this little road up here and walk. And so, yes, I got some people walking. It's getting crowded. You know what? When I got out here, it was nobody out here. And I knew this was gonna happen. As soon as I start making a video, look at this. And I don't mind this. I don't mind this. People, I don't mind sharing nature with people. I'm glad these people are out here, enjoying nature. This is a good thing, but it can get a little crowded. So I'm gonna go up to this little road up here and walk. Yes, but I'm enjoying this nature. But I want to talk about waking up, the awakening process in other people. And so it reaches a point you have to wonder, what should I focus on? Should I focus on trying to wake people up? Should I focus on myself? Should I focus on my family? And it says, what you focus on grows. What you think about grows. What you speak all the time, eventually, what you speak about, think about, and focus on, eventually will make its way into your reality. So focus on good and positive things. Speak good and positive things. And think on good and positive things. And good and positive things will eventually, over time, make its way into your reality. Yes. Here's a nice little technique you guys can use. Just say you want some money to come into your life. First of all, get in the right frequency, a humble frequency, a frequency of wanting money for the right reasons, not to be flamboyant, not to be, better than your neighbor, but to just better your quality of life. Take about 10 or 20, take about a $10 bill or a $20 bill, get in a quiet place. Just get in a quiet place. Lay that $10 bill or that $20 bill on a table. Just you and that $20 bill. And just focus on that $20 bill for 20, not for 20, but for at least 5 minutes. Yes. Yeah, just focus on it. And when you focus on it and think about what you would do with a whole lot of that, without a whole lot of those bills, first you have to examine yourself. Is my reasons right? Is my motives right? I think that plays a big part. Not many people talk about the motive. Your motive is right. I think the universe does pay attention to our motives. If your motives is right, then that's a good sign that the universe will bring what you want into your reality. If your motives is right for having money, if your motives is right for having love, you don't want somebody else's husband or wife, but you want your own love. You want your own best friend. You want your own person that doesn't belong to someone else already. If you're trying to get somebody else, trying to get the universe to manifest somebody else's husband, wife, or girlfriend, or boyfriend into your life, I don't know. I can understand if that person's being abusive and you off in the distance seeing that, but that's a whole nother video. But I want to talk about, just sit in whatever you want. Take a picture of that. Or if you want money, take a picture, take some money and put it on the table and focus on it for 5 minutes. If you want a house, take a picture of a nice house that you really like and focus on it for 5 minutes every day. And just when you focus on this picture, imagine yourself walking into that house. Imagine yourself sitting down at the kitchen table. Imagine yourself putting food in the refrigerator. Imagine yourself sitting on the front porch. Yes. Just get an image in front of you of what you want, whether it be a photo or if you go to a house that you want, just focus on it. A car, a house, and then not only focus on that, but focus on your motives for wanting that. You want a nice home so your family can live comfortably. You want a nice car so your family can ride comfortably. Yes, that's what you want. But the truth of all of this is the awakening process, connecting back to source, connecting to the universe, connecting to all that is good, right, and true. Yes, loving yourself, loving the God within, loving people, but trying to force anything on anyone. Allow people to evolve on their own. Put the information out there with patience and love. Don't be forceful. Don't do it angrily. Don't do it disrespectfully. Just do it lovingly. In fact, anything and everything that you do lovingly greatly increases the energy behind the manifestation. If you speak something lovingly, you'd be surprised how much power will be behind that manifestation, how much energy will be. If you just say something lovingly, speak to people lovingly, not like a wimp, but they'll have a frequency. See, once you're in that, I talked about this on my last video. If you're in that frequency of love, you're just gonna automatically, people are gonna pick up on that love frequency when you talk. People are gonna pick up on that love frequency when they are near you. And the more I started making an intention, making an effort to be in the love frequency, the more happier I became, the more manifestations came into my life, because the love is where God is. And I believe this is the house that you came from, the place where you were. Because I oftentimes wonder, where was I before I got here? I mean, was I just nowhere? I had to have been somewhere, right? I'm energy inside a body. So I'm thinking I had to be somewhere before I got to this earth. Was I in a better place, a worse place? What was I? Was I in another body? Where was I before I got here? Have you ever thought about that? And you think, I wasn't just nowhere. I had to be somewhere before I got here. And so I saw that right there. I thought that was an animal laying right there. Look at that. There's somebody. Looked like somebody was out here getting a freak on. Like somebody's pants came off. But anyway, yes. So look at this beautiful water right here. Isn't that beautiful? Lovingly. If you do and say things lovingly, what I mean by lovingly, do it with a frequency of love. Yes. Let people wake up on that. Give people time. You just do things lovingly. Approach people lovingly. Have a love frequency and vibration all around you. And everything, once you do that, once you get into that love frequency and that love vibration, everything will be okay. Because when you're in the frequency of the love vibration, there's no room for fear. There's no room to be afraid. And so sometimes you have to do things to make that effort to get into that love frequency. Right here, I come out here in nature. It's so quiet. Listen to this. Hear that water? Listen. Hear that water, the sound of the water, the sound of the breeze, the feel of the breeze on your skin, the fresh air. Yes. And once you do things, say things, walk in a loving manner. Speak your affirmations lovingly. Speak your gratitude affirmations lovingly. Meditate lovingly. Do everything lovingly. It doesn't make you a wimp. It don't make you, people think, well, if I do everything lovingly, I'm going to be a wimp. If anything, it makes you a real man. It makes you a real woman, because love is not only caring and nurturing. Love is strong and powerful when it needs to be. It doesn't lord over people. It doesn't control people. It doesn't lie to people. It doesn't deceive. It doesn't manipulate. That's what the Bible talks about. It said the love frequency. There was a verse, I think it's Corinthians, that talks about being in the love frequency. And it's talking about maturing spiritually. When it talks about looking in the mirror, when you thought as a child, you're talking about in a spiritual manner. You thought as a child, you spoke like a child. But when you become spiritually mature, you realize it is doing things and saying things and being in the frequency of love. Yes. And so that's what it is. That's what it is. And we can't, I look at people and I was like, why don't these people sometimes just wake up? And I'm thinking maybe they can't wake up. Maybe they're just not vibrationally there yet. Their frequency is just not there yet. And so we can't, there's a side of people that are already awake and they just wish you could walk up to somebody and just shake them and say, wake your tail up. But then I got to think, because I used to be like that. You probably heard me say that in a couple of my videos. But then I finally realized that that's not the way to be. And as the Spirit began to speak to me and deal with me on the inside, He said, the Spirit spoke to me and said, just do, say, and live your life lovingly. Speak lovingly. Say things lovingly to yourself and to each other. Just be have a loving frequency about you. And don't be afraid of being a wimp or making you. Don't be afraid of getting run over. Once you get in that love frequency, that means God is with you. No, even better yet, you are with God. See, it's not about just having God with you. The question is, are you with God? When I say God, I mean that love frequency that's within you. You see, out here, people that come out here, there's little couple over there. And then there's a man chilling in his truck over there. I don't want to. And then there's some people over there. There's an elderly couple sitting on some lawn chairs over there. I guarantee if I talk to these people, they are in a good frequency. They probably, they probably got their faults, but they probably have a lot of good in their heart. Because for you to want to come out here and just walk around and look and think and meditate, you have to be in a certain type of frequency, in a certain type of vibration. Look at this, is so beautiful. Look at that picnic area. A young couple over there walking. Yes, beautiful. Wherever I was before I got here, I hope it was something like this, or even better than this. And better yet, when I leave here, yes, this is just a little corner of being in what they call heaven, or the righteous place. And it's not so much the scenery, but it's the frequency of nature. The way you feel when you come out here. The thoughts that go through your head, the ideas, the feeling you get, the loving frequency that just, it's something about these trees. Look at that. I don't know what it is. It's something about these trees that they're like, how they say hair is an extension of the person. These trees are like the hair of the earth. This is like the earth's hair. Look at that. And so to be close to these trees is to be close to Mother Earth. To touch one of these trees. Look at this beautiful tree right here. Look at that. This tree is right by the water. You can see some of the tree's roots right here. Right by the water. This tree is so strong and powerful. I bet if I touch this tree, I'll feel something. Touch right on this flat spot right here. Yes, I do. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Look at it. I can feel it. I can feel the energy of the earth. It's trading everything that's negative in me. It's like it's what they call alchemizing my energy and returning it back to me. It's taking my energy, all my negative energy away. I can feel it as soon as I touched it. Wow. 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 You guys don't know how that feels. I feel this tree literally pulling my energy, all of the negativity, all of the bad thoughts, all of the fear, everything out of me, and alchemizing it and returning it back to me with love. Yes. Yes. To some of you, this may sound crazy. It may sound dopey or whatever. I don't care. I don't care how it sounds or how it looks to other people. I just know how I feel when I'm out here in nature. And I hear a lot of YouTubers that I listen to, they're very nature oriented as well. They come out here, they go down nature trails and they walk and, and so I've always been kind of drawn to nature, but I've never understood why. Because nature, the desire to be out in nature is a reflection within. Today when I was at a little restaurant, little drive-in restaurant, and a guy pulled up next to me in the drive-in restaurant, and he was blasting some contemporary Christian music, which, I don't know, I don't want to sound like I'm being, the wrong type of person, but it kind of annoyed me. I mean, he was blasting this You know, it did. I don't know why, but it did. I'm not saying that because I want people to think I'm, anything anti, because I'm not. I have love in my heart and I love everyone. But for some reason, but that's not so I sat there, I put my earbuds in and I listened to some more mellow music. But that's not the reason why I said that. I don't know why I said that, but the reason why I'm saying that is because when I got ready to leave, and I said, this guy, he's externaling his power. He's giving his power to an outside force. You thinking God is up there and out there somewhere. And that's what I was thinking. A lot of these Christians, they externalize their power. When you should be internalizing your power. Internalizing your focus. Because that's where God lives, within you. And I saw this man he didn't understand that. And it annoyed me that he didn't understand that. That's what annoyed me about it. A lot of the Christians don't understand this. They externalize, they think God is up there somewhere in the sky looking down on them. And I know a lot of them have different understandings about it. And if I'm wrong about you and you're a Christian, I'm sorry, but that's the way I always perceived it, because I grew up in the church. I grew up going to all different types of churches, Baptist churches, Pentecostal churches, and it always this giving your power away to some external force when you should be going within and just being with God on the inside. But anyway, that's what kind of bugged me about the whole thing. I wasn't I didn't dislike the young man. So he was playing his contemporary Christian music. I was sitting there eating my sandwich. I had a vegetable sandwich. It was a BLT without the bacon. But anyway, I got ready to leave. And as I was backing up, I looked in the back of his car. And I can't remember what the whole word said, but it said, "Please be patient with me." He said, I'm handicapped. And it had something to that effect. And it said, "Please be patient with me." That's the biggest thing I noticed about it. And so what I got from the universe when I saw that, is that we have to be patient with these people. These people that don't understand how to go inside and awaken, that keep externaling their power to some outside force. And then they get used and abused by these preachers and these. Now, I'm not saying all preachers are bad, but I'm just saying a lot of preachers and ministers have good intentions, but even they don't understand that you cannot externalize this power. You have to internalize. You have to turn in and find God on the within. God is not looking to punish you. God is not, don't have this hell that, he either talking about God don't put you in hell, people put themselves in hell. But hell, why would hell is in the mind. Hell is what you make it. You can create a hell for yourself, you can create heaven for yourself. If you externalize everything, so that's why some people say this is hell. It's not hell, but people who externalize everything and they never go within, but they just totally external. Those are the people that are depressed. Those are the people that are in anguish. Those are the people that are struggling because they're externalizing everything instead of internalizing everything. When they should be internalizing. Even the Christians, they're externalizing God, that he's way up on the other side of the sky. He's got some kind of... No, God is within you. The true reality is within you. All of this stuff you see outside of you is just a reflection. Your desire to go out in nature, that's just a reflection of what's going on inside of you. If you desire to go to a bar, if you desire to go to a nightclub, that's just a reflection of what's going on inside of you. If you desire to sit around and watch mainstream media, Fox News and CNN and KMTV or whatever your local news network, if you just want to sit around and do that, then you're totally external. And because you're doing all of that, you're miserable, aren't you? Aren't you miserable? Because you're external. And so I backed up. He was in like an SUV or something. On his back glass of his SUV, he says, "Please be patient with me. I'm handicapped." And he had the little wheelchair license plate on. And I don't know what his condition was, but the universe spoke to me. He pulled up, he was playing that contemporary Christian music. And the way the song was, he was externaling his power. And the guy that was singing probably didn't know. He probably thought he was doing a great thing. But when I saw that was the universe sending me a message that I needed to hear. That we have to be patient with these people. They don't understand how to go within. They just simply don't understand how to go within. They don't understand. And so that comes back to my other point about doing things and saying things lovingly. Being a loving person. Not trying to overbear anyone. Not trying to control anyone. Not trying to push your beliefs and your narrative onto anyone. It's just like this stuff they got going on, this quote unquote health crisis that they got going on. You notice I said quote unquote health crisis. You know, it's like they pushing this narrative on you everywhere you go. I mean, why are you pushing this narrative so hard? Why are you pushing it so hard? You know, if they'd have said, yeah, it's a little something out there, you might, want to take care of yourself and, might want to, and he said, we're not going to force you to do anything, but we're just letting you know. We're just giving you the information. If they'd have said that, then I would have started taking real precautions. But the fact that they pushed the narrative so hard, it made me take a step back and say, okay, wait a minute, what's really going on here? Because you pushing this narrative too hard. You ever see somebody push something on you so hard, it jolts you a little bit and make you wake up a little bit? Like the overbearing car salesman or an overbearing salesman, and you'd be like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Let me think a minute. Just hold up a minute. Why are you pushing this thing on me? I mean, it's gotten to the point where I almost feel like I'm being harassed by this narrative. I'm being harassed. I go everywhere I go, I gotta put on a mask. I can't go enjoy myself because I gotta put on a mask. And before you walk in the door, the first thing you see is all of these guidelines that the store done got put on. And these stores, I'm not blaming them. They're just trying to keep their business open. They're just trying to keep their doors open. So they have to, quote unquote, acquiesce. These people worked hard to get their businesses going. And they don't need over some bull crap, get their business shut down over some bull crap. So I understand that. I perfectly understand that. And it's these people that are pushing these guidelines, the quote unquote for your protection. But see, when they push the fact that they're pushing this narrative so hard is to me evidence to make me not believe it. It didn't make me. The more you tell me something, the more I disbelieve it. And if you'd just tell me something and just left it at that and told me to take precautions, then I probably would have took a step back, looked at the evidence, and then did my own research and then went from there. But no.